All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the Syracuse post-game press conference. We have head coach Quentin Hillsman here with us, and the student athlete is Kiara Lewis. Coach, if you could just give us an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, obviously, disappointed in the loss. Thought yesterday was definitely a big game for us. We knew we had to obviously win the first one to get to the second one, but we had a great opportunity even today to play against one of the best teams in the country who has a chance to do some big things and possibly win a national championship. Jeff is doing a fantastic job with Louisville. They're a very good basketball team. Obviously, coming into this game, we knew we had to play with some tempo, play with some pace, and try to make some shots. But I think we shot like 17% in the first half. It makes a difference. In the second half, we were able to make a few shots and get into our pressure. At least we were able to, speed the game up a little bit and get some more possessions. But, I mean, just a lot of credit has to go to Louisville. They were fantastic today. And, coming to this game, we knew it was going to be tough for us coming off yesterday's game. But I thought our kids, really came out and battled and played as hard as they could. I know I coached as hard as I could, and the outcome is what it is. I was really happy with Kiki. Obviously, Kiki's been playing 40 minutes a game all season long, and to play against a tough team like that who's blitzing her on every ball screen and they're switching and hedging hard on her. I mean, she really did a good job of keeping her composure and to play against that style of defense and to limit her turnover. I think she only had 2 turnovers in the game. It was a fantastic game by her, so I got to give Kiki a lot of credit for keeping us in it. But we couldn't get the ball in the basket, and we know you got to score to beat Louisville. You can't score in the 40s and 50s to beat them. You got to score in the 70s and the 80s when to beat them. That's the kind of team they are. So they're just a very explosive team, but most of all, I'm just really proud of my team's fight.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Just raise your hand. We'll get the wireless mic to you. Here on the left.
Oh, sorry. Q, with Emily, what is the official diagnosis on her ankle, and what did you see out of her, and what did her playing mean to the team?
It's just a sprain, but obviously when you less than 24 or about 24 hours or less than 24 hours away, it's tough to rehab that. I think that if we not played today and played tomorrow, it should have been a lot better shape on her ankle. But it's just a sprain, and she'll be fully recovered, by the time we get back on the court. But just a lot of credit to her for just trying to play, because she could have sat this one out.
Here on the left.
Coach, some of the things that you'll say to the team after this game, things that you'll be looking forward to do in the rest of the season next year.
Well, we just want to continue to play hard and play our way. And obviously, we should be playing in the NIT at least, and we're looking forward to continuing just to play together and to grow. It's when we have Emily hurt tonight, and obviously, with Hyman not playing, there's another guard in our rotation. That's a big piece for us, and that's tough playing without Hyman and definitely playing without Emily in that game. But we just it was about 14 minutes left in the game. I said, yeah, we got 14 more minutes. They're not gonna just shut this thing down. So we got to finish the game out and play hard. So we just went hard and tried to scramble the game and just go out on our shield and just play the way we play.
Over here on the left.
Coach, similar question to the last one. This is a schedule that you put up as one of the hardest you had in a little while. There's still some games to play, but what about the season down the stretch here and just your overall team fighting out through the rest of the year?
Well, that's what it's about. Just stay together and continue to compete. Every game when we play, we're gonna go out there and prepare to win the game. So we're excited for whatever games we have left. I know I am. So whatever comes next, we're gonna go out there and play the way we play.
Again, over here on the left.
Coach, you were able to contain Dana Evans in the first 2 meetings during the regular season this year. What challenges did she present today for your defense, and what did you see out of her?
Well, she really shot the ball well. Obviously, we came out court and we were trying to get our defense set. And every time we would reset our zone, we would kind of get off her and she'll shoot the 3. She played fantastic today, and got to give her a lot of credit of her being tough and playing that way. But our goal was to go into that game and try to have Dana and Kiki kind of cancel each other out, and they did. I mean, 23 points for her and 18 for Kiki. So that was a tough battle. We tried to get them to cancel each other out, but we just needed some more scoring from some other spots on the floor.
Down here in front.
For Kiara, the second quarter seemed like it was a turning point. What was Louisville doing well in that quarter, and where did you guys struggle?
We just didn't make shots, and I mean, like Coach Q said, you got to score against Louisville, and that's something that we struggle with. They were loading the paint, so it's kind of hard to get to the basket. So we had to make outside shots, and we just didn't do that.
Over here on the left.
Kiara, it seemed like when their bigs switched onto you in pick and rolls, they kept you in front, kind of forced you to take mid-range jumpers. What did you see out of their defense for that?
I mean, like I just said, the paint was a little clogged up, and that was part of the game plan to have a big switch onto me and clog the paint up so I couldn't really attack. And they had one of their longer posts on me.
Any other questions, Syracuse? Here again on the left.
Bunch of close losses throughout the season. When you think about the season, you know, from a bird's eye view, what are some flashpoints that you think of now that we're here?
Well, I mean, to be at this point in the season and have 16 wins, I thought that was a tough task for who we had scheduled. I mean, we have some really good wins on the season, so, and on any given night, I think it's proven that we can beat anybody in our conference at least, and definitely play with anybody in the country. But obviously, when you're a little undermanned, it's really tough to sustain that for an entire season when you have players, like Kiki playing 40 minutes a game every night, and it's tough. But I don't regret not 1 minute of this. Playing those games where you're going to win by 60, 70 points aren't fun. They ain't fun to coach. They're not fun to play. And I don't think you really learn a lot about your team in that situation. So we schedule that way so we can be tested. So when we get into games and get into our conference, we can be ready to compete. And our goal is to win national championships. And you can't win national championships by not playing great competition.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.